Gladys Nairobi Power Bikes. This is Nairobi Power Bikes. This is where we sell our riding gears. Riding gears like the helmets, we have the jackets, we have the gloves. These are the gloves. We also have the chest guards. These are some of the chest guards that we sell. Very, very interesting. We also have the riding bags. These are some of the riding bags we have. They are waterproof. So when you're carrying them and it is raining, you are very safe. We also have things like the knee guards. So we have so many varieties. We also sell the bikes, bikes like the Taro GP-V3. We also have the Vogue that will be coming on September. We also have the Lonsin and the TEKKEN. Today we have customers. Let's get to hear why they came to visit us. Yeah, very fine. How are you? Samuel, tumekuwa tukiongea for a very long time, and now today you're here.
Yeah, sure.
So you told me that you need a bike.
Yeah, I need one.
That's so nice. Now, Samuel, are you a beginner?
Yes, I'm actually starting.
You are a beginner.
Yeah.
So before purchasing a bike, Samuel, there are things that you need to consider.
Okay.
Things like the roads,
Okay.
things like the distance,
Okay.
things like the purpose of the bike. So you just don't buy a bike.
Okay.
We also have the speed. Let's tackle a few of what I've mentioned. Now, let's talk about the roads. You see, if you have a sport bike, we have two bikes. We have sport bike and we have the off-road bike. Now, where the off-road can go very well, sport bike may be limited, especially when it's a rainy season and the roads are bad, because the sport bike may not be able to grip well on the road. But when it comes to off-road, they are going to grip very well, so you are not limited. You can go everywhere with the off-road bike. And that's why you have things like TEKKEN. TEKKEN is one of the bikes that have been known because of them. They are very flexible, or you're not limited when you have the TEKKEN. You have seen them. I think I've sent you all the photos and also the videos. Okay, now let's talk about the distance. Normally, we have three types of coolant when it comes to bikes. We have the oil cooled, we have the air cooled, and we have the water cooled. Now, air cooled is just like a boda. Boda in an engineering aspect, they are just meant for a very short distance. Boda. So every time you see a boda, just know that they are just meant for a very short distance. Now let's talk about the oil and the water cooled. It is just the same way you try to heat water on this side and oil on this side.
Okay.
Now, because oil is heavy, it's going to take much time before it heats compared to the water. And that's why when you have an oil-cooled bike, it is very good for very long distance, especially when you have 400cc going downwards. But if you have 500cc going up, those are big machines, you need water-cooled. Why? Remember, oil-cooled just uses the oil that is in the engine, so it keeps on recycling. So if you have oil-cooled and that machine is so big in terms of the cc, it's going to consume a lot of oil. So if you have water-cooled with a big cc, better. But a smaller cc, you need oil-cooled. Let's talk about the purpose. You see, when you're purchasing a bike, you need to understand why are you purchasing that bike. Because if the bike is meant for field work, remember, tomorrow you may not really know where you'll be sent for that field work. So that is why you need to know the kind of the bike, because when you go to field work, you don't even understand the roads that you're going to meet there. Let's talk about the speed. You see, the sport bike in another name is called speed bike. So speed bike, most of the time, it will always request you to streamline. You have to bend. It is going to request you, please Samuel, streamline, I want to speed up. But if you have an off-road stroke adventure bike, you just sit very comfortable. You're just adventuring. So that is why some of those then. So those are some of the things that you need to consider about the bikes. Now, Samuel, because we have gone through this, what kind of a bike do you think it fits you?
I think I go for the one that is for the sport bike, and the one that goes because of the purpose just commuting. I don't require an off-road, so I'll just go for the one that I used to commute on tarmac roads. And then in terms of distance, also just a shorter distance, as opposed to those ones which have to travel longer distances. So I would prefer the one that you can speed when you wish to speed, but not for too long distances or into remote areas.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So now from here, we'll go and see the bikes.
Thank you.
We will go and see the bikes so that now you can tell me in terms of the CC, which CC do you need? Yeah. So you can go.